Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today we're going to do a DIY project. I have a golf cart, if you saw in some previous videos, getting a golf cart from China. And most golf carts, probably all golf carts, don't come with a spare tire. But occasionally, I might drive to the other side of the subdivision or be somewhere where I could possibly have a flat tire, and I want a spare tire on the back of my vehicle. So I will tell you right now, I went online to see what's the best way to mount a spare tire on the back of a golf cart. I couldn't find it. Google, YouTube, no matter where, I could not find any procedures to help me with this project. So I'm going to do a self project here on our DIY series. Anyway, let's go ahead and get today's episode started. Now without further delay, let's get today's video underway. The Philippine Air Force in all their glory doing their formation flying. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the task at hand. The task at hand is we need a spare tire on this vehicle somewhere. This is the golf cart that we did a video on a while back, and I've been slowly doing some upgrades. I put some lights up in the top for nighttime driving so we have visibility of everything inside the cart. I did a mirror. I don't know if you see the mirror up here. Oh, right here. I put the mirror inside. What else did I do? Pretty much that's about it. The little bit of extra stuff other than some branding labels that I put on the vehicle. But what I want to do here is to put a spare tire installed so that if I'm driving somewhere further away from the house and have a flat that, like I said, I can replace the tire. Now, there's really no other logical place to put a spare tire except on this grab bar back here. And the fact that the grab bar itself it's strong enough to pull people up, but if you include the weight of a spare tire and people grab onto this, I'm not sure that's going to support all the weight without doing any type of a damage. So you can see I've already done some preliminary measurements and have concept for what I actually want. Now I went online and I purchased this. I bought this on Amazon.com, and this is actually a mount. This is a mount for a spare tire. And it goes something like this, and it would be normally done on the back of a bumper. You see, as in the manual shows right here. And it will come with this plate that's on here, right here, and another plate that would be on the back. And it would wrap around a bumper similar to what you see right here. But this is not really meant for a golf cart because a golf cart really doesn't have a bumper per se. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to try to do a mounting to the grab rail right here, this grab bar. So let me show you what my idea is. So step one is basically to shore up this grab bar right here so it has some support from the main vehicle itself. So there, when you're pulled back, it doesn't move back in this direction. So what I've come up with is, I've already removed it. There is a bolt or a nut that connects to this, and this is part of the seat connection right here. But it goes through the steel plate, the steel square tubing on here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of stainless steel that I've already purchased, and we're going to run it from here, and we're going to run it over to the back section right here to provide lateral support so there'll be no movement from the front to the back. Now, one thing I have to be very careful about is when you take the seat, because remember, the seat comes down and it drops down as a storage right here for the back when you're not using the seat. And you can see that the cushion itself drops down, so we have to make sure that we have clearance underneath here from that bar across and back up. So let me show you what I've come up with. I've done the measurements, and what I need to do is this type of a piece of bar. Square tubing is what we're going to use. Now with my design, you see here, the back is going to connect. This will connect to underneath the seat portion, and this will connect right here to the back of the grab bar right here. Now I've already modified a small piece of screw and nut inside here so it will fit inside and give a nice fit and finish with the same type of a black finish that we have on our grab bar. So I purchased some square stainless steel tubing. This is a 1x1 square tubing, 1 inch by 1 inch, and it is 36 inches long. I had an old piece of a 24 inch that wasn't quite long enough. Only as a prototype, I went ahead and used this 24 inch piece. Like I said, it was a little bit shorter than I needed, but I wanted to make all the mistakes on here and not my finished piece that I'm going to be using for the actual install. And actually worked out pretty good. I cut my angles inside here. I did the angles. Of course, it's a little bit short because the 24 inch wasn't quite long enough. And I saw in the back I needed to drop it down as well a little bit so that this didn't touch the cushion when it's in the storage position. All right, let's get started on one end of this 1x1 tubular stainless steel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark 1 inch from the end. And looking at my prototype that I was actually putting together earlier from a scrap piece of stainless steel, what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a section just like this, and we're going to drill the hole for this little device right here. It's a little sort of like a nut that goes on, and then we'll weld it. I'll bring it to a welding shop, weld it, tack weld it on 2 spots right here. Then we'll bend this over, and then this will be pointed in that direction. And then the screw, we'll just screw right through the tubular that's on the grab bar currently on the golf cart. Another day. Yesterday I went down to my favorite ironworks shop, KMC Ironworks, and I had them weld the bracket that I made out of stainless steel to the bracket I ordered on Amazon for the spare tire mount. And then what I did after they did the welding, which you can see right there in the corner is all the welding points. And by the way, they used a TIG welder. A TIG welder will be able to weld dissimilar types of metal, because this is stainless steel and this is just regular standard steel on this side right here. You can do that with a TIG welder and maintain the integrity of the weld. So that's what we did there. Then the next thing I did, you could see it's nice and shiny to match the same glossy texture, or the same glossy color of the grab bar back here. So I took it to one of the local powder coating, which powder coating, by the way, you can powder coat to stainless steel as well, and it is a much stronger, much better bond in regular spray painting if you would do regular spray painting. And I think it came out really nice. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and mount it to the grab bar back here, because you can see right now there is a little bit of pull. There's a little bit of pull on here. I know it's kind of hard, but to be able to make this stronger, remember the little mounting bracket that goes from the chassis to back here is going to give it strength, lateral strength, so it won't move at all. And then we're going to drill a couple of holes here. Well, you'll see in just a minute what the solution is that I came up with. Now, after a quick fitting and doing the attachment of the one screw here in the top and the bolt that goes through the chassis over to our support stainless steel bar here, it looks like a very, very nice fit. I was able to fold over the seat. The seat's able to go over inside and continue to function as it's supposed to function inside here. You see, for the storage, for the cargo storage on the back. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, I don't want all of the weight, all of the stress load to be on the weld that we did here yesterday. So what I want to do is to go ahead and drill here. I'm going to mark these 2 points right here, and we're going to use a little carriage bolt. Let's see, I bought some carriage bolts yesterday. We're going to use a little stainless steel carriage bolt inside to lock into place and also provide support on the top of the bracket, which this is where the main support is going to be for the weight of the spare tire. Now there you have it. There's the final mounting of the spare tire and wheel on the back of the golf cart. Now I have the additional capability, if I have a flat, that I can go ahead and change it wherever I'm at, whether I'm somewhere inside the community, somewhere on the golf course, no matter what, I have an opportunity to do that. I don't know why this doesn't come standard or an option for the when you purchase a golf cart these days. Anyway, you can see I haven't lost any space. Our passengers that will sit on the back, they haven't lost any space. They have the same amount of space that they had before. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this thing mounted on here. So there you go. You can also see with the back seat folded down to make this a cargo carrying area space. I haven't lost any functionality as well as that goes too. So you see, everything is still in place. It's still the way it was from the factory, except for the fact that we added the spare tire. Well, that's it for today's episode here on My PI Dream. I hope you enjoy these DIY projects. This one actually was very fulfilling because it actually looked something that really might have come directly from the manufacturer. So again, I'm really happy with this, and it was something I really was looking forward to putting together for you. Anyway, this is part of our DIY series. If you like these kind of DIY series, please give me a thumbs up. Please share it, and if you have not subscribed, just click on the little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time from right here in the very beautiful Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.